Alright, we lost the stream again, but we're back. Son of a pup. I'm not going to do this without you, so... You know, I've got an auxiliary battery hooked up to the GoPro, and for some reason it wasn't charging the GoPro, and the GoPro just cut out. So, I've got it hooked up now. Boy, I tell you what, it's a learning curve, guys and gals, so hang in there with me. My apologies, but we are very close now to the Peace Bridge Pier, which will put us out in just about in the middle of the Niagara River, so long as the connection holds up. Appreciate your patience, anybody that was disconnected from the last stream, and I hope you'll pick up on this one. And it's all about having fun, not being bothered by these technical issues. As time goes on, hopefully I'll have fewer and fewer of them. There's a turnoff coming up here. It's going to take us down to that Peace Bridge Pier. Good until the battery decided to quit on the GoPro. Even though I had the auxiliary battery hooked up, it just wasn't powering the GoPro, so now it is. I actually got the charger hooked up to the phone as well, so designed to keep the stream going, but what do you do? I think the turnoff is coming up here. Thursday. Very windy. Here's the turnoff. Butterflies are bubbling up in my stomach right now. About to head out onto that Peace Bridge Pier. Very, very windy day indeed here, so it should be is the word I'm looking for. We'll see. It is really windy out here. feet from the water. Getting thrown up into the wind. Feels good. See somebody way up ahead. A couple people lost. Back there that actually has the name of the pier on it. I can't think of it offhand, but there's a plaque back there.
Okay.
No, I don't think it is the Bird Island Pier. Think of it. Stop at the sign that tells you what the name of the pier is. It's named after a guy, I know that. We'll have to check it out when we get back. There's that sound. Coming up on the Peace Bridge here. We'll be underneath it in a minute. We are under the Peace Bridge. My knuckles can now turn from white back to red. Holy smokes. Turn the bike around here so we can get a better look at the situation here. Pull the camera out. Hope to God the kickstand holds up in this wind. the Peace Bridge, folks. Looking straight up at the bottom of it. The wind is trying to blow me right over too, I'll tell you. That's the Peace Bridge overlook that I think by now, if you've been watching the channel, you're familiar with. We're usually looking out from that little overlook over there. That paint job, let me tell you. Can you imagine that? Trying to paint that? Holy cow. Fortunately, they've got this barricaded off. I know there's a way to get around it, but looks like on the other side, man, that's an angry river out there. Talked to my sister. We're planning to break the barrier. I know people do. There's somebody way out there. Well, I'm not going to break the barrier, but there's a way around it. I just can't do it while I've got my bike. Barbed wire there. It's interesting. In case anybody wants to climb the bridge, I guess, huh? I guess we just ruled that out, huh? Won't be climbing the Peace Bridge anytime soon. If you look over here, there's a shirt trapped in there. Looks like somebody got trapped on there, barbed wire there. We'll head in the other direction. Maybe we'll take a little stop out in the middle there. Check out the raging river. Oh, down the hill we go. Back into the wind. rapids are moving so fast, you wouldn't have a chance. See, way out in the middle, there's a barge of some kind. It's been there forever. Some sort of a ship. Water is actually, I'm not going to say shallow, but shallow enough to beach a big barge like that. Big heavy metal barges. This here will be water. We got like a canal over on this side here. See, the water drains in. Feeling this summer I'm going to be doing that Peace Bridge crossing at some point. That would be absolutely incredible. That's way up, a little higher than the Grand Island Bridge, I would have to think. Actually, it's a pretty beautiful day to be out here, but weren't for the wind. No sand flies, that's nice. Well, I guess we'll continue on here. Today's adventure. Days where I looked out and said, man, it is windy out. I don't know if I want to go out in this stuff, but here we are out in the middle of the Niagara River. Just got to do it sometimes, right? Today. Say hello, you're live on YouTube.
Okay.
Back out where this wind is really kicking. Kind of pushing me a little bit now too, from behind. Doing today? Oh, it's a great day to be out here, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
out here in the middle of winter, huh? What do you think? Be one of the future challenges. Sure to be terribly icy out here. Again, who knows? Pretty hardcore fishermen in this area, and you see them ice fishing out. This water starts to freeze up. Here I am talking about winter again, huh? I do love the snow. The butterflies have all but disappeared in my stomach. It wasn't so bad after all. Already talked to my sister. We're going to figure out a way to get around that barrier. We're going to get out on that extension that goes way out in the middle. Probably not too distant future. That'll be cool. And we'll be walking as opposed to riding bikes. There's any sailboats out today, so we won't be able to see the lift bridge working. This is big lift bridge. Whenever the big sailboats come through, they hoist this big chunk of metal. It's pretty cool to see when a big sail ship passes under here. It's hard to believe. I think I'll head up to that Peace Bridge overlook. Then we'll head back along the river. avoid any more internet outages like we've had. The stream has been cut into 3 sections here today. Somebody has texted me here. What are those balloons above you? Balloons above me. Huh. Sorry, I didn't see any balloons above me. Maybe we're talking about the Peace Bridge. But Marco Mamone, how you doing, Marco? Sorry I wasn't able to spot your text earlier. I was busy watching the road. Welcome aboard. Let me know where you're from. Marco, you're the first person that has texted me while I'm on my my mobile live stream, so congratulations. I wish I had a prize for you. But I will remember you now, Marco Mamone. Hope I'm getting that right. Mentioning earlier, before we got cut off twice, it's going to be 90 degrees all next week. And if you're a Buffalonian like me, it is going to be downright painful, man. Oh man, it's going to hurt. We like it more in the mid to upper 70s, you know. We're at 85 degrees here today. And the only thing keeping us cool is this really high wind. One thing I do love about the hot days is the nights are really nice and warm. To stay out in the wee hours of the morning bike rides. So if you happen to be the nocturnal type, maybe you'll catch me doing one at 2, 3 in the morning. I wouldn't be surprised at all. All right, we're at the Peace Bridge overlook. You can around. Long way down there, boys. Long way down. Cityscape. Getting the job done. Last time I was out here, there was not maybe one truck on the bridge. Jam-packed from end to end today. Look at that. The entire length of the bridge. Giant parade of semi-trucks. The I-190 that we were traveling along, and will be again shortly. A little rush hour traffic here on a Thursday. That is Lake Erie. Very end of Lake Erie as it meets the Niagara River. See how far that pier goes. Man, that goes way out there. I think in a couple weeks, week or two, hopefully, me and my sister will be out there. And I'll do a live stream while we're out there. All right. Take a momentary pause here in the shade for 1 second. Marco Manone, it ends. Manone, Marco Manone, thanks for texting, man. Thanks for being the first guy to step forward and ask a question. I just wasn't paying attention at the time. What are those balloons above you? I wish I'd have seen them. Gosh darn it. I know what you're talking about. I think I know what you're talking about. More than likely, I know that's a transmission line that crosses over the Niagara River. That's what you're talking about. In fact, I see it right now. It's a big gray, 3 big gray towers. And yeah, those balloons are on the line. They're some sort of, I'm gonna guess they're either to alert any possible helicopters that might be flying through. We did have a helicopter hit one of the lines out across the river and crash a long time ago. I think that's what those are, Marco. Back in the 1990s, when they used to do live traffic reports from helicopters, I don't even know if they do that anymore anywhere, but and it was middle of winter when one of them clipped a wire out, one of those high tension wires. It might have been those very ones that we're looking at that you were talking about with the balloons on them. It clipped the wires and the helicopter went down, and that was it. No survivors. Well, I didn't mean to give you a grim answer to your question, but that's pretty sure that's what those balloons are. They're there to warn anybody who's involved in any aviation, mainly helicopters. And thanks for your question, Marco. So right now we're heading down this beautiful trail here on Niagara Street. Now the wind is at our back. From the left side and from my back, so you're not going to hear it as much in the camera like on the way here. It had to be ferocious. And who knows, maybe we'll see that three-wheeler there, that police patrol, the trail patrol guy again. That was pretty wild. That was one bad machine that guy had, three-wheeler. For the light here. So is anybody else going to step in on the live chat? Try to pay closer attention to it. Going on 4:30, so we're just about into the height of rush hour here. time making it down the road further than these cars are. There's a big backup out there. A lot of people testing out their automobile air conditioners for the first time today. I bet. Yeah, we're definitely making it a lot. We're doing a lot better than the cars right now. A lot better. Only doing 10 miles an hour right now. Not in any hurry. It's a beautiful day. He's got one bad sound system in that little car. Holy cow! What sound is coming out of that little black car right there? Holy smokes! No, it's the little red car. No, it's the truck. No. I think it was the silver truck. Yeah, that reminds me of when I used to have my two big 15-inch JBL 1000-watt monitors in the back of my Dodge Chrysler minivan, man. Lost a lot of hearing in those days. I used to crank up the soundtrack from Last of the Mohicans. I'm sure you're all familiar with that old movie, Last of the Mohicans. It's a great soundtrack. Like it clears up after this light, so that's the light that's holding everybody up right there. Somebody down at the DOT's got to work on that one. Get that traffic moving. wind just pushing me right along now. I'm not even using any battery power. You don't even hear the motor. It's nice to have a little bit of company on these rides. So for anybody who's dropping in and wants to say hello in the chat, got to be about it for the school buses. The kids have got to be wrapping up the school year by now. Be a week or two left at the most, I would think. Very tempted to go up to the falls tonight. It's supposed to be some rain coming through around 11. Got my umbrella, and I think my bike poncho is coming today. I think when I get home I'm going to see a bunch of stuff from Amazon. One of those things is going to be my bike poncho. That way, if I get caught in the rain, I can cover everything up. And I'm going to give myself a personal poncho, rain poncho, so that I don't have to run for cover when it starts raining out. I can get out and enjoy it. Looking forward to that. We'll be joining up with the Riverview Trail here in a minute. calmer state of mind here. I was really getting butterflies in my stomach thinking about going out on that pier. And that was cool. Definitely looking forward to getting out there and taking that long walk with my sister way out on the extended part. That's going to be cool. It was really cool that we still had our cell coverage out there. Here's, you ready for some dog barking? Here we go. The dog park. Huh? Wondering if there's a device you can buy that you can make animal noises, you know, through like a loudspeaker, like amplified, a little box that you can just like make any noise you want, like a lion or a bear, really loud. Be interesting to see how the dogs react to something like that. We've got our river off to the left here. Railing is lined with seagulls, tons of them. A single one up here today. The wind is just blowing them all around probably. Usually they perch right up on that railing there. Check out the Seagull Airport video to see what I mean. Sight today though. Pretty sure when the weather starts getting windy like this, they end up flying inland quite a ways. They can fly a long ways inland. I used to live out in Alden, 20 miles, 25 miles out in the middle of nowhere. Bad weather was coming in, you would see seagulls first. They were coming in, getting protection from the storm, away from the lake, and away from the river. Probably where they all are now. None down here. pretty good on this particular stretch. Dinner is cooking, man. It smells good. It's a cool little restaurant, little riverside restaurants there. Smell the burgers. Probably still picking up on that wind pretty good in the audio. Real good crosswind hitting here. It won't be long before it will be directly behind us, be at my back. Start to turn back to the east here. Right about here is where we dropped the connection last time. I don't know why. I mentioned this big factory coming up here on the left. Reminds me of the factory in the Pink Floyd The Wall album is what it reminds me of. That's when we lost connection. That's being operated by NRG Energy right now. That's about all I know about it. I don't know if they're using, trying to do green energy of some kind in there, or except they're getting ready to set up a bunch of transformers of some kind in there. Work in progress, I think. Take a little U-turn here and check out that marina that we just passed. The Mid-River Marina. Jet ski, $525. $825 for a 20-foot parking spot, huh? $850 for a 30-foot. Boaters only, so no trespassing. Okay, bummer. So much for that little adventure. Worth a look anyway. Listen carefully, you can actually hear these things. Listen. That's cool. You can hear them swishing in the wind. These things are definitely getting a workout today. finally getting to where the wind is at my back now. So the million-dollar question is this: who wants to get caught in the rain at the falls tonight? When I get back home, I'm going to check the weather. I know there's rain coming, I just don't know how much. My rain gear has come. If Amazon has dropped it off, I think I might be heading up there. As long as I got my bike poncho and I can cover up the bike and all the batteries and the electronics. So we'll see how it goes. I'll check the weather. Might be heading up to the falls this evening. It's just too nice to sit indoors. Don't have my air conditioning set up yet either, so fighting with the wind, man. It's right at my back now. Just coasting along effortlessly now. If you happen to be new to the channel, welcome. You might be familiar with the Buffalo Blizzard cam. Maybe that's how you found the channel. Really just gotten started with the mobile live stream, so nice to have a little bit of company on board, so feel free to drop in and say hello in the live chat. We had one fellow do it, Marco Manone, I believe is the last name. any event, it's nice to be able to show people who don't live here in Buffalo what it's like when it's not snowing. It's actually very beautiful. We have beautiful summers here. I wish I could say the same for spring. It's usually pretty wet and gray. Around about June, the sun comes out like it has now. June, July, and August usually is pretty much it. By September, we're back to the cold. I think the earliest we've ever had snow was probably October. We had a real bad one, I think it was October 6th. We called it the October Surprise. I think that happened back in 2006 and it shut everything down. It was a real heavy wet snow that started about 1 o'clock. By dinner time, the power lines were coming down and it just kept snowing all night. It was real heavy, slushy, wet snow. And the leaves are still on the trees. So it just broke. All these tree branches and trees were crashing. I really did not realize until that happened how important it is for the trees to shed their leaves before the snow hits, because they really pick up a lot of snow and it'll take the tree down. And we saw it that October. Looked like the green giant came walking through every neighborhood. Trees were blocking all the roads. If you happen to look at the blizzard cam, I've got some really beautiful trees out front and not one of them was touched. For some reason, not one single tree where I live was knocked down. It seemed like everywhere else, trees were just massacred. October 6th, 2006, man, that's a storm to remember. Electricity was out where I lived for about 8 days. 8 days without electricity. I remember I was going to get gas where the electricity finally came on a couple miles away from where I lived, and were working, and I went to the first gas station I could find, and man, it was anarchy. People were fighting over the pumps. I went in to pay for my gas. By the time I got back out, somebody was already pumping the gas that I paid for into a gas can. It was just crazy. So, man, any minute now someone's going to start shooting. I interrupted the person. I got my gas pump away from them and pumped the gas and got my butt out of there. Eight days without electricity in that one. It was fun at first, but it got old quick. think I'm going to wrap up the stream right here, folks. Going now for a couple hours. So thanks for stopping in. This is 4K Walk and Ride Buffalo mobile live stream. And your host Dave, and it's time to check out. Set your notifications for the next live mobile stream. Maybe I'll get up to the falls tonight and get caught in the rain. We'll see. Thanks for stopping in and checking out the stream, guys, gals.